Thank you, Ahmed. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is غادة Bsiyonى presenting the news in English. The Cabinet of Ministers headed by Dr. Issam Sharaf held a meeting yesterday in which it was decided to establish a supreme authority for Sinai development and to allocate the related concerned ministries to be transformed to the authority. The authority will be concerned with the comprehensive development of Sinai and will seek mechanisms to implement development projects. The authority's board shall issue all executive decrees. The Cabinet also approved the social housing law, which sets regulations organizing the social housing program recommended by the Housing Ministry. The program includes two parts. The first is the provision housing unit for limited income people, whereas the second is the provision of small family lands for the middle income people. Egyptian Foreign Minister Mohammed Kamel Amr left Cairo Tuesday, heading to the Qatari capital of Doha for a two-day visit. Mr. Amr attends the Arab Peace Initiative meeting and discusses efforts made to halt Israeli military operations in Gaza, the situation in Libya, and the recognition of the Libyan National Transitional Council. Bahira Governor Engineer Mokhtar El-Mahallawi toured this morning Edco City and Center, where he visited the fishing port and the adjacent administrative building. He also visited another harbor in Edco to listen to the public's complaints from the establishment of a gas company that endangers the environment. The governor was accompanied by Mr. Amir Abbas, Bahira Secretary General, and Mr. Ahmed El-Nahal, Mayor of Edco. Vice Rector of Alexandria University for Postgraduate Studies and Researches, Dr. Issam Khamis, is proposing to restructure postgraduate and research sectors according to new applied system. This was declared during the board's meeting. Dr. Khamis added that the application of credit hour system attracted graduates to apply for advanced studies. He also referred to the international agreements signed with well-known universities in order to grant joint scientific degrees. In the meantime, the university condemned the irresponsible act of the Israeli troops who killed 8 people near the Egyptian borders. In a declaration, Alexandria University totally supported the Egyptian stand, rejecting any violation against the Egyptian people and army. And the Nile Information Center held this morning a symposium entitled Towards the Post-Revolution Parliament. The symposium was held on the center premises, where Professor of Political Science Mr. Yasser Mohammed Saif and Professor of Political Geography at Alexandria Faculty of Literature Dr. Fathi Abu Abada delivered speeches tackling the essential role of political parties during the coming period. They also explained the need for a multi-party system with different programs and the criteria for selecting parliament's members. Participating were leaders from directorates of health, sport and youth, housing and social solidarity. And now we look at tomorrow's weather forecast. Hot, humid weather is expected to prevail. Wind direction is northwest at speed ranging from 15 to 30 km per hour. Visibility extends from 6 to 10 km. The sea is moderate and waves height ranges from 1 to 2 meters. As for the expected temperature for tomorrow, Alexandria a high of 32, a low of 22, Bahira 31, 21, and finally Matruh a high of 31 and a low of 22. Thank you very much for listening, and back to my colleague and Huna Al-Iskandari.